Versatile Mage. Chapter 154. The Sinister Luo Song. When the short and skinny student entered the stage, he summoned a spirit wolf. Mo Fan had already seen this spirit wolf during class. It was clear that it was a spirit wolf that had not yet come of age. Its combat prowess was nowhere close to Mo Fan's spirit wolf, maybe half the size of his. After the student had entered the stage, it was clear that he seemed timid. The surrounding people looked at him in ridicule, and he began to feel embarrassed. As expected, he didn't live up to everyone's expectations. In the first round, a shadow element student played so many tricks on him that he began to pant. He returned to the others with his face completely red as he whispered, I will do my best in cultivating. In the future, in this kind of competition, I definitely won't make you guys lose face. Not bad, you finished off 2 idiots, the long-faced Wang Liting said with a hint of mockery. Don't worry, we will definitely make up for it. The next one will be me, Zheng Bingxiao declared. Zheng Bingxiao's summoned beast was a rock demon soldier. Its combat prowess was a bit stronger than the white armored battle scorpion. The white armored battle scorpion was relatively weak against fire. Heat transmitted into its body through its carapace would roast it alive. The rock demon soldier was completely immune to the fire element, and furthermore, even lightning element spells were completely ineffective against it. The rock demon soldier's biggest problem was its speed. It was simply really slow. They didn't have to use any movement spells to evade its incredibly powerful punch. However, the rock demon soldier possessed the ability to control the earth. This ability allowed it to reach whatever it needed to go. It was able to annihilate 4 teams in succession. Good job, Zheng Bingxiao. As expected of our class representative, ha ha ha. A couple of the summoners shouted excitedly. Look at the lightning and fire element people's expressions. They possess the strongest attack element in the primary level, so they are extremely arrogant. In the end, they have all been turned into children in front of Zheng Bingxiao's summoned beast. This truly feels good. We've already eliminated 23 people. The other elements are just dregs. Zheng Bingxiao was standing inside the cage, the normally good-natured student now exuding an aura that made people want to run away from him. At the same time, he was also winning the favor of many girls. However, the young men from other elements were now in a bad spot. They were being beaten within an inch of their lives. Soon enough, the 5th group came up, and they did not know whether the 5th team would be able to win against him. I didn't know there was a summoning element at the primary level. Now I finally know that the summoning element is actually this abnormal. They're able to beat us in groups. How are other elements supposed to fight against it? Soon enough, the students sitting on the mats began to discuss things. The summoning element was able to withstand all of the other elements. Even the lightning students had no choice but to admire them. They're only strong at the primary level. Who knows if they're strong at the intermediate level? Didn't you see that guy who summoned a small spirit wolf? Most of the first-time summons are just like him. They rely too much on their summoned beasts for their cultivation. It is very hard for them to capture a strong summoned creature without the help of precious auxiliary tools. A couple of people who knew of this spoke up. However, in school, it's better to not mess with the summoners. This rock demon soldier looks like it can't endure anymore. It has been bombarded by so many experts continuously. Yeah, Zheng Bingxiao finally could not endure the attacks of so many challenges, and he finally retreated after eliminating 25 people. I've heard that the rock demon soldier is the strongest summoned beast they have, a student sitting in the audience muttered hopefully. If there's no mistake, there should be a bone corpse demon. That creature is extremely cruel. It should be the most abnormal one among all of the summoned creatures. If the primary magicians don't make a group of more than 10 people, then they will be annihilated by it. Let's just find something easier. I think so too. It's my turn. There should be about 40 in number now. If I'm feeling good, then you guys won't have to do anything. Wang Liting took a step forward, his expression filled with arrogance. Jiang Yunming, still standing off to the side, cast him a glance as he indifferently said, "The higher the head count, the more resources you will obtain. Then you guys can lay down and obtain resources." Wang Liting raised his eyebrows toward everyone as he strode toward the iron cage. Wang Liting was not simply bragging, he quickly summoned his beast. As expected, his summoned beast was just like the rumors, the cruel bone corpse demon. The bone corpse demon was like a condor. It had wings on its back, and its combat prowess was not as high as the other summoned beasts. However, its ability to fly was enough to shake its challengers. It was quick, crafty, and it always chose the most fitting time to take action. It was fast enough to do a surprise attack on a magician before they could finish linking their star path, and it was nimble enough to easily evade everyone's primary magic. If the rock demon soldier was the type of creature that could endure the spells to its body, then the bone corpse demon could make the spells miss continually, taking no harm whatsoever. As the bone corpse demon came out, all of the people immediately turned into weak hares waiting to be killed. All Wang Liting needed to do was to stand there and count the numbers. "I've heard the summoners have a quota. They need to defeat 100 of us or else their resources will be distributed to the students of other elements who have performed well. Shit, this bone corpse demon will probably fill half of the quota. No matter how many teams challenge it, it will still be of no use." The people in the Earth area, next to Li Junwei, began to comment. Indeed, could it be that there is no one who can defeat this bone corpse demon? There are definitely experts, however, they may not want to make a move. While the few people were discussing this, a prominently fat head popped out and asked, "Did you say that the summoners have a quota?" "Yeah, they need to withstand the attacks of 100 people, that person said. A sinister smile emerged on Luo Song's face, his eyes fixed on Mo Fan, who had yet to come on stage. "So if we don't let them reach their quota, then the resources that were originally for them will be given to our Earth School." Luo Song asked further. "Naturally, you'd be getting a lot. However, our Earth element is of no use against the bone corpse demon. You don't need to thank me later." Luo Song stood up from his chair as he slowly walked toward the challenge registration entrance. "Thank you for what?" they asked in confusion. Luo Song continued to walk forward. He had already arrived at the entrance for challenge registration. Due to the bone corpse demon being too excessively domineering, the challengers couldn't help but give way. It was clear that they did not want to mess with the bone corpse demon. Luo Song smoothly moved to the front of the line. Originally, Luo Song didn't want to make his move. The competition itself was not something an intermediate magician like him should participate in. However, after knowing it would affect the resources obtained by the summoning element students, Luo Song immediately changed his mind. "Luo Song, you want to have a go?" When Dean Xiao saw Luo Song, his face revealed a bit of irritation. He continued, "Didn't you promise me to not provoke Mo Fan anymore?" "I'm not challenging him," Luo Song directly said. At this moment, Dean Xiao didn't know what to say. Luo Song was also a new student, and the rules said nothing about not letting intermediate-level students participate. After speaking, Luo Song stood in front of the entrance. Indeed, he did promise Dean Xiao that he would not take the initiative to mess with Mo Fan, who was also an intermediate mage. Luo Song didn't plan on fighting against Mo Fan's summoned beast. However, he planned to completely annihilate Mo Fan's classmates. He wanted to see how Mo Fan planned on having his trash spirit wolf deal with the large difference in numbers. "The resources of your summoning school will be given to us, the Earth School." Chapter end. Please guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe.